Why is that still red? Oh, there we go. We're here. Oh, I did an update last night. Maybe I should have thought about that before I started streaming. Just pressing live. That was not how I wanted to start at all. uh, but anyways, hello, welcome. Sorry, a minute, 2 minutes into it, finally got the mic working. Um, yeah, it's been a minute. I'm not going to be here very long today or tonight, whatever time you're watching this. Um, there's been a lot going on outside of stream, so that's why I've not been here. Not that I didn't want to hop on stream and whatnot, but it was that. It wasn't that I didn't want to see you guys or come in and play games. It's just other things I had going on that were taking priority. So that is why we haven't been here for a while. Yeah. I think I missed the last two Thursday streams. I know I didn't stream the Thursday before Halloween, and then I didn't stream last week, and then I didn't stream on Monday. So, um, again, other stuff going on that had to take a little bit of priority, but have no fear. I'm not stopping streaming or anything like that. I am just taking a break to focus on other things, and then officially, this, even though I'm streaming right now, officially the first real stream will be on Monday. So I'm excited. Also, this is just a just chatting thing. So I don't know what to like category this would be in, because it would normally it's gaming, right? Because I would be playing a game, but it's we're just not, we're not gaming. So what would it be in? And there was no just chatting, and I think YouTube needs to get a just chatting thing, because it would be awesome just to be able to, like, yeah, I'm just chatting. It's a live stream, just chat. So, and what do you even call that? So there just needs to be a category, right? So, anywho, so just wanted to talk a little bit about what my plan is moving forward. Streamed for a solid month and a half. Well, that's a lot of work. Just kidding. But yeah, so looking back at all the streams we did, I pretty much streamed twice a week for that month and a half. And that was kind of one of my goals, to make sure I streamed twice a week. And I actually did stream twice a week. Even though I missed a Thursday in October, I still streamed on a Tuesday and a Monday and Tuesday that week that I missed. So twice a week. But yeah, so I was able to hit that goal, and I want to continue that for forever, basically, or until I get tired of streaming. So, but what I want to do in the future, especially like coming up in the new year, is I want to kind of change the theming and everything. I want to have different overlays and alerts and all that stuff, and just kind of make it more of good cohesive brand look. Yeah. So that's something I'm looking forward to do and get ready by the first of the year. So 2023, everything will look different and be different. And I want to get a dedicated intro. I know the intro I have, I made, I do like, but the fade into from the starting soon screen into the full cam and everything, sometimes the music just doesn't fade out as well. And when you change scenes, the music doesn't fade. It's always just the picture. So if I change to anything, let's say the break, do I have this off? Let me make sure I have the volume off on these before I show you. Actually, no, we need the volume on. We need it on. So let's say I go to break, right? There's that transition. I have the transition set for a certain way right now. that doesn't need to be there, but you guys hear the music. I don't hear the music, but if I turn this up, right, you hear it, but as soon as I go back to full cam, that music will cut off, right? And I don't like that. Yeah, so I want to have it's kind of hard to do with like a break, but with like the starting soon and the end screen and all that stuff, I I know I can mix something together that's a set dedicated time where when I go live and you pop in, you'll see a countdown. You know when I'm going to press the full cam button, and the music just kind of flows into me going live, right? And the music ends, it fades out, it just smooths well, So I want to do that, get a good intro, get a good little outro going. That way, because I know no one sits around watching the outro and whatnot, especially if you're, well, regardless if you're watching live or the VOD, but I want to have the outro a little bit shorter, and then it fade out with music, and then I can fade it to black as that happens, because I do that all manually. But if I had it in a video that played, and then when it faded black on its own, the music faded out on its own, I don't have to do that. I can just wait till that fades out to black, it looks good, and it just sits there for a second, and then I click it. Yeah. And also for like the VODs, I can have like the channel. You've seen it before for sure, where the channel little icon pops up on one side. Where is it? One side, like right here-ish, and then maybe a list of videos type thing that's right here that you can click on at the end of a video that you watch. So I want it a good length enough that it can take up that much time, but isn't forever. And whenever I go, okay, bye, it's just the amount of time that I need for those end credits or end caps. I'm blanking on what they're called. But anyways, gotta clear my throat. So I want to get everything just tightened up, because I feel like the first month and a half, and even going into 2023, it's going to be me figuring things out and how I want things to be and how I want things to look and flow of everything. So yeah, and I'm kind of narrowing that down. The one thing I'm not sure on is what kind of games I want to play. I would be down to change games all the time, but that's a lot. I don't know if you've been into this Steam store or anything like that. Some games get expensive. So, and there's just some games that I'm like, man, this would be so much better. I'd love to play this game, but it'd be so much better if it was like recorded and cut down and then posted like that. And then there's some games that I'd love to play online, but I would rather have someone playing the game with me, because the interaction between us would be so much better. Would make it more entertaining for you guys. So I'm kind of stuck there a little bit. So this is where I'm going to like get the question out to you guys. Maybe I can do a poll. I see a new thing here that I've not seen before. Maybe this will show up on the VOD as well. I might even just do a community post as well and all that stuff. Oh, by the way, because this is just like a really quick stream, I didn't share this on social. So if you're seeing this live, good on you having notifications on. Or, the algorithm pushing you here. I didn't do a very good job at making sure this will show an algorithm, so we'll see. Or VOD. So this VOD is probably not going to be there either. But, like I said, I just want to get up in here and just kind of like talk. Yeah. Since I've been away for a while. So oh no. That's not what I wanted. So Q&A. What? What game? Game. Okay, it's not what I wanted. Is it? Can I make it the way I want it? Start a poll. Can I change this? So, as I do this, I'm going to talk about some of the ideas I already have and then add them to the poll. So, what kind of games do you want to see me play? Okay. So, obviously I've been playing Phasmophobia with my buddy Jacob, who has streamed a little bit and wants to get back into it. I would love to play Phasmophobia with him. So I know that that's going to happen at some point. Yeah, and it may not be extremely consistent, and it might just be kind of like random times. Sorry. But also I know there's some games coming out that he has pre-ordered for this month. So he's pretty much already told me, yeah, I'm going to be playing those games. So, uh, because I asked him, I was trying to talk to him about, I got a hair like right on the side of my eye. I was trying to talk to him about the new Call of Duty stuff coming out and like Warzone 2.0 and the Call of Duty DMZ, which are two things I really want to try out. But I would rather have someone to team up with, you know? So, and he asked me when it was coming out. I was like, yeah, like mid-November sometime. He was like, ooh, I have two games that I ordered and definitely going to be spending a lot of time on those. I'm like, okay, it's all good. So, just, so I'm thinking of like from time to time pop in and do some Phasmophobia games with him. I like Friday the 13th. I just got to get the group I want or some people that would be fun to play the game with, because doing a public one between copyright music and just worrying about someone saying something they shouldn't be saying stresses me out just a smidge. And just basically the server just being in like across over this across the sea or pond, whatever you want to call it, and just servers being super slow. It's hard to do Friday the 13th. So, even though I love it, so maybe I can get something together on that. And then like I said, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just came out. I did a test run on that when it came out because I was going to stream it and I was going to do the campaign. I'm a very much a Call of Duty campaign person. I'm not a multiplayer person. I'm not grinding camos or attachments or anything like that. But the campaign is why I get the games. So I would love to play the campaign on stream. So that is an idea, but that's not going to last forever, right? It's going to be basically 2 streams and then it's done. Yeah. Maybe 3. So so there's a possibility there. And then let's see what else is there that I got. I have the Tomb Raider games that we could play. I'm just talking about the games I got, by the way. And then there's games like Stranded Deep that is a survival game, and doing a game like that solo can be chill and relaxing, but I don't know if it's entertaining live. And it could be entertaining, but live and seeing every little gap of like non interesting things going on. For me, if I was watching, I would be bored. So, trying to think what else. other games. I'm just looking at, obviously, Phasmophobia. I don't know if I'll play House Flipper online. I did play that before on like the first stream when SimCity didn't work out. Sims is another one that I was thinking about playing, and just kind of goofing around the whole time. So, um, also the Halloween games that I did the first one, uh, on Halloween, but I didn't want to be on stream for very long that night, so didn't get to the second one. So I really want to revisit those, and man, we might do that on Monday. I'll be honest, that might be a Monday one. If not, it will be next Thursday. Um, so I know I'm doing that. I know I'm doing the Halloweens. I know Phasmophobia will pop up from time to time. The Call of Duty campaign, I got to figure out settings on that so my computer doesn't explode on me. Uh, so here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to. Oh, there was another one. I would love, and I've talked about this before, I would love to play MLB The Show on stream because the program, I'm not one of those people that likes to play online with games like that. I think the next game that comes out, like 23, MLB The Show 23, I think that one I'll play online, but um, I just don't play enough for me to feel like I can be competitive online. So, um, so because I just don't sit down and play the game, like grind it every day, I don't get all the like the program cards, and I get what I need, right? The new stuff that comes out and the limited time programs, I get that. That's my bare minimum. I get to where the last new card is, but I'm like super behind on programs that are permanent programs, like super behind. And I just can't. They just keep introducing new stuff. Like I think there's like two new programs that came out this week, and I'm just like, chill, you guys. I can't keep up. Like I'm in where I'm at in the feature program now is like way further than I thought I would ever be. I have done a little grinding this week since it came out on Friday. I'm like halfway through the new stuff. Well, usually by now I'm like barely started. So, but anyways, trying to think what else. Oh yeah, I'd love to play that game on stream. Also, I have another game. I can't even think of the name. It's like a detective game. I'd love to restart it and just redo all of it and do it all on stream. Um, it's like LA. It's like an LA detective or something like that. But both of those games are on my Nintendo Switch. Yes, I'm playing MLB The Show on Nintendo Switch. I just wanted to be able to travel with it, and I can't with like a PS5. And also PS5, whenever this game came out, wasn't unavailable. So, and if you wanted it, you were gonna have to spend like a good $1,000. This keeps bothering me because I see it in the camera, and even though I have shadow open over here, I keep looking over there because it's habit at this point. So yeah, I gotta take a drink. Hold on. But uh yeah, so I'd love to play that game, but the thing is I need a capture card, and those can run like $200 or more. So for ones that are going to be good quality and reliable and stuff like that. So I'd rather get the reliable one. So spend, $100 on one that's going to crap out in like 5 seconds, then have to go out and spend another 200 to get the ones that are reliable. You spend an extra $100 when you could have just spent 200. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so, but honestly, the capture card stuff is the last thing on my mind. So, um, when MLB The Show 23 comes out, I will definitely play that online, on stream and stuff like that. So, because I feel like even I can grind a little bit on stream and just have a day where I just grind on stream. And then I can also do like offline content with just random team builds and stuff like that. So or just have like a good variety stream, you know? Play a little baseball, play a little Call of Duty, play a little uh, Phasmophobia. That's fun, right? So here's my questions. Okay, first off, what kind of games do you want to see me play? Okay, we're going to do horror. Okay, because that would be Phasmophobia. That could be a little. I guess you can say Friday the 13th. I don't think Friday the 13th is very horror like. But uh, there's horror. Call of Duty. Uh, we are going to say MLB the Show because if you guys really want it, then I'll get a capture card. But and then what other games could we do? Story. What would you call like Tomb Raider and Uncharted? Would that be like adventure story games? Uncharted, Uncharted, Raider. Oh, did I go over my? Oh no, I went over my little. Whoopsies. The adventure games. Well, I can only do 4. Guess we gotta. I guess we gotta do 2. I guess. I guess we're gonna have to do this. So I am going to put this poll on my community post. So if you don't see it, if you're watching the VOD, then you can go there. Horror games would be Phasmophobia, Friday 13th. The Bathhouse is one that I didn't play because it was one of those streams that I ended up not doing. So that is still on my plan. We're gonna go with those 4. Did it work? Ooh, it's there. I'm pretty much just gonna leave this up until I will this be on VOD? So you can vote if you're here, and if it's not on the VOD, my bad, y'all. Sorry. So, I like I said, I'll put it on my community post. But, anyways, there's more to it. I know I had some friends reach out to me, and funny enough, I had the idea to do something similar to what they want. They suggested, and it was kind of like one of those things that I was like, I'll keep it in the back of my mind. And whenever I have like a day I don't know what to do, I'll just do that because it's fun for me and probably funny for other people whenever I struggle with stuff that I shouldn't be struggling with. So, which is like the brain game stuff, which is it's what I call brain games. So, like Wordle, what else is there? Framed, Factal, Worldle, and then what else was there? Some other ones there, and then the other movie one that we do is Poster. And then there's a site called Sporkle that I play. I go on there like every, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, and I just lose time on that site, and I just go through everything and just go, yeah. But it's enough time that I forget like what some of the like a lot of the answers are because I have a crap memory. So I said memory weird just then, but yeah. So they suggested I do brain games for like an entire stream. I'm sure they'll laugh their asses off at me, but I was like, yeah, I'm down. GeoGuessr is another one that we could do for a stream like that. So that might be streams like that might be ones that every so often we'll do some. So they're especially whenever I get busy because those are easy to do. There's no trying to see if, these work and these work. All I got to do is just, browse around Sporkle, you know, and save them as well. Save different quizzes that I want to do on stream that I hadn't done yet. There's also a one that a little embarrassing that I say this, but you'll see how easily entertained I am. There's this type of like what they call like battle royale, which is just they get places like, let's say the United States. They get all the states lined up, put them in this like circle that randomizes what it picks, and then they get like an arrow that randomizes which direction it goes, and then whatever state it lands on, and then whatever direction the arrow goes, that state that was picked goes and takes over that state, the direction the arrow was in. Does that make sense? So, okay, let's say Illinois gets picked and the arrow is pointing west. That means Illinois is going to take over Missouri, right? And then so on and so forth, right? And it picks a different state each time for the most part because it's random. And then it goes until one state has taken over the entire United States. So I'm easily entertained. So that stuff, that's another option. So definitely though, those will be like the random days. My throat is it's just dry up in here. I'll be real. Again, water. I don't know how many people I've just picked this drink up before and they're like, are you drinking alcohol? I'm like, bro, it is 8 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm not drinking alcohol yet. I'm just kidding. So, anyways, the brain game stuff, I honestly, I actually enjoy. I'm one of those. I was one of those students that hated being in school, didn't learn a thing while like sitting in class. I always pretty much self taught a lot of stuff, especially in high school. Uh, I was just like, "Oh, I can't write these damn notes because you're moving too fast, and I'm too OCD about the notes. So, and my handwriting is shit. So, like, slow down. Let me write this. I'm not comprehending anything you're teaching me right now. So I got to teach myself later. Then I got to go dance because I taught dance and whatnot. Anywho, so yeah, those are some. What else do I have? Let me. Oh, I got them here somewhere. Um, Also had the stuff prepped for Center 97 Prologue. That was one that I nixed. Um, I was worried I wouldn't enjoy it just because the type of the game it was. It looks cool, but I'm just worried that I would get uninterested very quickly, and that's why I didn't do it on stream. So if I do a game like that, it will definitely be one where it's a multiple games for the stream. So, but like I said, for like horror, we could still do the bathhouse. Chills Arts bathhouse. That looks amazing. I haven't seen anyone play that. I've been really good about like not watching anyone play games because I want to be able to play games fresh and new and not know what's going on. So I don't. If I did Call of Duty the campaign, couldn't even tell you what happens in it. Couldn't tell you. Have no clue. And I've been very good about that. So, and then there's a game called Storm Chasers Storm Chasers. And I had it prepped for a stream one day and I changed it last minute. Um, I really haven't done much in the game. And I try to reset it so it would reset for like stream and whatnot, but I couldn't. So that would be one that I might play from time to time, or it'll be a one time thing because I think there's only so much that you can do in the game. Because I got it a while back and then just haven't played it much, just because other stuff took priority. Uh, because other games were a lot bigger size than that one. So, and then there's games that are just more about just kind of oddly satisfying games like Power Wash Simulator. Those are hangout days. And lawn mowing simulator. So both of those you own a business and then just oddly satisfying things, you know. So those are all that I pretty much had set aside that are just kind of sitting there waiting for something to happen and for me to use those ideas. So I would be down just to do some random stuff, but so those are probably going to be ones that I do between now and the end of the year. But you know, are we going to do horror games, Call of Duty exclusively, MLB The Show exclusively, or just like adventure games? We can do that, or we can just do like the I guess indie games. I guess that's what you would call them, indie games like Chilla's Art, The Bathhouse. Even though that's a horror game, it's still an indie game, you know. And there was another one. There's some others that there's a game. Man, I really want to play it. I mean, there's a few. I'll be honest with you on that. It's all games where you run a business, by the way. So there's a gas station simulator. I saw Dre play that a while back and just loved it. I was like, I gotta play that game. I gotta play it. And then there's the one I keep thinking of, and it's oh man, it's arcade something. I have it in my wish list on Steam. Hold on. Um, we're getting there. I think. I hope. We're there. There's Motel Simulator. That's not the one I was thinking of, by the way. I don't. Where is it? Do I not have it on here? Oh, there it is. Arcade Paradise. You open up an arcade in the 80s. Man, I would love that. There's also I have some escape rooms, also a lot of horror stuff because of Halloween in October. So I have like the Mortuary Assistant, Devour, um, Midnight Ghost Hunt, Bigfoot. Raft is another one. It's kind of similar to Stranded Deep. So again, one of those survival games that I feel like it would be better to record offline and then cut together. So um Streamer Life Simulator. I've seen I've seen Dre play it. I'm pretty sure Markiplier played it too. But yeah, I mean, I got a whole list. Spider Man would be within the adventure one. By the way, I'd love to play Spider Man. Um, yeah, I just there's some other like just indie random games on here that I have. Let's see, Border Police was that one? Border Officer, sorry, and then Contraband Police. What else? Invisible Hand, where you're again. I see random people play it, and then I'm just like, man, I kind of want to play that, you know. So that's the Invisible Hand is you're an investor and you're trading stocks for people. So that'd be fun. Um, so yeah, just randomness. So I could do randomness and do variety and switch it up from time to time. But algorithm rise, it doesn't work very well. So that's where I'm kind of worried with like this channel and kind of what I want to do with it, where I just want to kind of be myself and be random. So that's really what I want to do. So that way if I do like recorded content and edited content and stuff like that, I can if I wanted to, I can go, okay, here, plan my month for me with me, and then I go through my Notion and all that stuff, and then you know here's a little short that I wanted to film and do some random stuff with you guys, or here's some edited content from a gameplay, or here's me talking about tech and stuff like that. So that's what I've really want to do with the channel, and be able for me to be able to be random. But yeah, it's just the algorithms, yo. Um, and it's I feel bad too. I had Peeping Otter on he in not I was about to say invaded. He raided my stream the other day, and that's a good thing if you're not hip on streaming stuff. But he kind of pushed everyone over to my stream that was on his stream whenever me and Jacob were playing Phasmophobia a couple weeks ago. And then after that, everything started going on that I needed to step away and kind of be available and whatnot. And the only stream I've done since then, outside of this one, was the Halloween stream. And I'm just like, man, I feel bad. I wanted, probably should have taken advantage of it. We're friends on Discord and Twitter and whatever. I guess Twitter, is it still working? I haven't checked in a while. And everywhere, pretty much social media. And I like to connect with Peeping Otter and do some streams together as well. So we'll have to link up and see what games we have in common and we can play. So I also have Jacob that play some games with. I really want to get my buddy Jeremy. I really want to get him playing a game, something. Yeah. And I watched like Tim the Tatman play Elden Ring. I think it's Elden Ring that I watched. And I'm like, that's usually not my style of game. Because I'm definitely sports. Like, obviously, if you just look at me, I don't scream World of Warcraft to you, I scream MLB The Show, So, so yeah, it's usually not my style of game, but I've really not played it. But I can't watch people play it, so that's why I assume I wouldn't like it. But he and Jacob said, if I ever want to play it and get the game and play it, that they'd walk me through and help me with stuff and do some stuff with me on the game. So might do that. I know they both have Apex, so I can probably convince them to hop on Apex at some point if we wanted to. But I feel like Apex got super grindy after like Warzone switched to Caldera. I feel like it got super grindy. So I don't know. I would love to get them into Call of Duty. I know Jeremy isn't a huge fan of it. I know Jacob played a little bit of Warzone, so but maybe I can get him once he gets through his new games that come out this month. Maybe I can get him to play some Warzone 2 or DMZ. That would be cool. So when it comes to like what I want to do, like I said, I want to be random. I want to be able to go, I feel like Call of Duty today, or I feel like baseball today, or I feel like doing a storyline like type game like Uncharted or Tomb Raider and stuff like that, or maybe some horror, I know every Friday the 13th we're playing Friday the 13th. So, and maybe a little bit of Phasmophobia. So that's going to happen. And then like October's, it's always going to be horror games. So know that, right? So yeah, I'm just kind of testing water to see what everyone would like. I'd like to be a little bit of a variety, but algorithms. Again, though, I'm not doing this for a job, but be nice to have some people watching and in chat and enjoying some time together, and that's really what I want with the stream. It's not about like trying to get to a certain point and be able to make money from this or anything like that. It is literally to play some games, do this on stream, entertain, which I like to do, and have some fun and build a community. So, and I said that in the first year, I want to build a community here and build some people to be able to hang out with. Yeah. I grew up an only child, so I I'm fine with being by myself, but there's times it sucks. So, um and it playing games by myself all the time, you know, I with MLB the show is a good example. I grind stuff offline. I don't play games online with really anyone. Um and I usually before this year, uh any game that I've gotten from MLB the show, I've usually done road to the show where you create your own player and you try to like get them from the minor leagues all the way up to the major leagues and stuff like that and go through the career and all that stuff before on games I had before this year. I That's what I did. I didn't do franchise or anything like that. um I did maybe a little bit, and I definitely didn't do like the Diamond Down Dynasty stuff where you get to pick your own players and the cards get better as time goes on and blah 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 like I'm doing now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't know the game, then this is you don't know what I'm talking about. So, but what was I talking about? But yeah, this year I've not played. I've maybe played a whole like 30 minutes of Road to the Show because it's terrible. It's terrible. Um, yeah, I don't know. And honestly, I love Call of Duty campaigns, and that's why I've been playing the game. But I've had some arguments about the last few. Not that they weren't like good. It's just they were just super short. I felt like I beat them pretty quickly. Maybe I just got better at the game. I don't know. But maybe that could be it. Maybe I need to bump up my difficulty because I'm definitely playing on beginner. I'm not gonna, you know, lie. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm playing on beginner. I'm playing on baby. If they had a mode that's lower than beginner, I would be on that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't do that on the baseball game, I'll be honest. I don't anymore. I realize how slow the ball moves on the beginners for MLB the show. Oh my, that's so slow. And then they do like little missions or what are they called, moments where you got to hit off of like what they call a batting practice picture, and the dude throws like 50 miles an hour, and I'm used to like 100, and this thing I'm like way ahead of everything, striking out on a batting pit or yeah batting practice picture. Ridiculous. But yeah, I I Call of Duty campaigns have been short, so I'm really like looking forward to this one because I've heard really great things about the campaign. And honestly, I want to play, like I said, Warzone 2 and DMZ, but I also kind of want to make sure I have some guns that I like. So I kind of want to play online multiplayer for MW2, but I don't play online. That's the thing. I very rarely play multiplayer online. I'm usually just playing against bots, or I've got friends over, or I'm at a friend's house playing just on the game with split screen and stuff like that. So we'll see. Maybe I can convince someone to get the game and we can play online and play together and whatnot. So, and there's also multiplayer campaign that's coming out too for MW2. So that'd be neat. But also, you know, it's whatever. Um, I'm good with playing games on my own, and I'm good playing games online a little bit more nowadays. Um, and but all in all, even though I want to enjoy myself, I do want to make stuff that you guys would be entertained to see. But also at the same time, I feel like if I'm doing playing games I enjoy, then it's going to be entertaining, more entertaining to you guys than you guys watching a game that you guys enjoy, but I hate, you know? So yeah, it's kind of weird spot I feel like I'm in right now with stuff. So, but I will say this, from now on until the end of the year, I'm variety, right? I'm going to play what I want to play. We're going to talk about tech from time to time and so on and so forth. So I had to finish that rhythm out. I don't know if you heard that. It was that dot, 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 dot. Yeah. Anyways, also, I would love to do like a little podcast stream that wouldn't be a podcast. Yeah, just do like a one night type stream and get my friend Jeremy in on it. And we sit here and talk about psych. I would love that. I've pitched the idea of like doing like a what is this? Okay. I got a weird email. I'm like, just a reminder. I'm like, for what? What's going on? Am I forgetting something? But to I've been trying to get him to do just a podcast that we just talk about psych, and then freaking Maggie Lawson and Lassie. Uh, I'm blanking on his name. Oh no, I I see his name, but it's just like blurry in my mind. Hold on, I'll get it. I'll get it. Carlton Lassiter from Psych. That's not his real name. And then Juliet O'Hare, the actors that play them. I literally can't multitask. It is an issue. Timothy Amundsen. Amundsen. I always mess up his last name. Maggie Lawson and Timothy Amundsen. I always mess up his last name. But anyways, two great people, great actors and whatnot. But I minimize OBS. I was like, I can't see me anymore. I need to see me. Anyways, so they ended up doing the podcast, pretty much exactly what I wanted to do. And I'm like, no, Jeremy, we could have had this. We could have had this. And they're doing the things they're like going episode and episode by episode and talking about it. I'm like, you guys, Jeremy, I mean, we couldn't have gotten them on the show, on the podcast, but we could have. This is what we wanted to do. So, or what I wanted to do. So, anyways, but yeah, uh, I would just love to sit down and talk psych. I would just love it. Me and him, if you don't know, me and him went to New York and saw the first Psych movie premiere in New York. And James Roday Rodriguez and Dule Hill were there. Who else was there? They had a guest MC. I can't remember his name. He was in the Twin Peaks homage episode. I am now Dual Spires was the episode name. Maybe I should have searched that up, Daniel. This is not. And it was one of the actors from the original, I believe. The original Twin Peaks. Dana Ashbrook was the MC then, and he was in Twin Peaks. So, he played Bobby Briggs in the original Twin Peaks. So yeah, that was really cool to be there and see live and have like a little, wasn't really a meet and greet, but it was a chat type of thing where they chatted and answered questions and stuff like that. So that was really cool. It was really, I was really happy with my decision to last minute go, because they just all of a sudden announced it, and then certain days that you had to get the tickets and they were free, but it was like first come first serve, and I was like, screw it, we're gonna get this, and I got the tickets, and I was like, hey, Jeremy, you want to go? So it was cool. I really want to go back to New York, and and it was like right after Thanksgiving. So if you have a chance to go in New York around Christmas, we all know it's special. I'm glad I shared it with my buddy. That was weird. I understand that. But I'm like 20 minutes over what I wanted this to be because I can talk, especially by myself. So, anyways, what else was there? So basically, where I'm at, okay, is I'm still streaming. On Monday is when we're going to start the official streams for November back up, and then keep them going. Just know, if business gets in the way, if personal life gets in the way, I'm not going to stream that night. Yeah. Um. So who just popped in? Did I accidentally click? Is someone here? Yo, what's up? Um. I would love to do just random streams and stuff like that. That's what we're going to do or like random games from here until the end of the year. And then at the end of the year is when everything might change a little bit. Um, but like I said, I'm leaning towards just keeping it kind of variety and kind of randomly do stuff. And it might be like, especially until like MLB The Show 23 comes out, it might be something where I just do a little bit of like Mondays are going to be specifically like Call of Duty or horror or like a storyline adventure game like Uncharted and Tomb Raider and Spider-Man, stuff like that, So, and even like Call of Duty campaign I would consider that too as well. So, and then just Thursdays are always going to be random. So, it'd be nice to have a little bit consistency with a game because thumbnails would be so much easier. But also I feel like at some point I'm going to run out of ideas for thumbnails. Doing new games every day is a lot easier. So it's just like pros and cons of everything. So, so, and then at the new year, like I said, we might keep it Friday. We might focus a little bit more on a game. We might have a day where we focus on one game and the other day is, more random. But definitely the theming and stuff like this and how things look on stream is going to be different. So, that's my goal for the new year. And then, when it comes to like edited content, I'm still just trying to what I don't want to do is rush something and it be bad. So, I'd rather have a good idea and good kind of like thought and direction of where I want to go with edited content before I just start pushing stuff out. So, also there's other stuff I got to do during the day. So that take priority over doing shorts or anything like that. So, I'm trying to think what else there is. I also need to like get it figured out, like how to record stuff and stream without my computer yelling at me and getting dropped frames. So there's that. What else is there? I know there's some things that I want to get for stream, but Stream Deck is one of them because right now I'm just using an old phone that needs to be returned. Shh. Uh, that I'm using as a Stream Deck, and I have the Elgato Stream Deck app on the phone, and it's like $3 a month, and I'm like, not much, but eventually it's going to be the price. I'm going to end up paying the price of actually a physical Stream Deck. So I want to get one of those, and what's cool, I'll be able to do not just stream stuff, but video editing and photo editing and just productive stuff that will help workflows a lot faster. Because I'm horrible at remembering keys, what shortcut, like key bindings and all that stuff. I'm horrible at it. If I just had a button, honestly, if I had a button for like games that wasn't on a controller, because you do controller, I mean, there's only so many, right? So, and people do that claw stuff, and I'm like, how are you doing this claw thing? I can't. and I'm here. That's why baseball, I'm good at baseball, right? Because it's here and here. And then in baseball, they have you like do like pretend these are my thumbs, right? They have you like focus the ball with this one, and then if you want to do like a certain type of pitch mechanic, then you got to do like a pattern with this one. And I can't do straight lines. Even here, I can't do straight lines with this. I can't. My my left thumb is not. I don't know. I'm like I'm right-handed, so I guess this is better. But I can focus the bat with this one. But man, I cannot focus. That I might have to go like in key binding and see if I can change that. So it'll be more on mine. I haven't looked into that. I just now thought of that. I'll be honest with you on that one. Okay. Anyways, so what was I talking about, bro? I have no clue, bro. I don't know. Anyways, um, I think that's all I want to talk about. I feel like I've just repeated myself because I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. And then he just keeps on this endless cycle of me forgetting what I'm talking about and then thinking of something random, and we just sit here and chat about it. So I'm not. Oh, by the way, I think I've also decided that I'm going to go back into like past streams and any new streams I do and tag what I'm taught, what segments there are. So if you watch VODs and you want to watch just the chatting stuff, then you know what the chatting stuff is. And then if you also just want to watch the brain game stuff, you know what the brain game stuff is. And if you want to watch the gameplay, then you know what the gameplay is and blah, blah, blah. Right. So, um, so yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So, um, you know, guys, I need to say this. I'm terrible at Call of Duty. I'm terrible. I'm not used to mouse and keyboard. I've gotten a little bit better at it, but like I said, I'm horrible at remembering keys. So, I just button smash at some point, and then I do this in Phasmophobia. If you watch past streams of like Phasmophobia or anything where I got to move around, my hand gets all messed up on the keyboard, and instead of doing like to go for, if you don't know, your directionals, like to move front, back, side to side, is WSAD. And sometimes I'm like trying to hit a certain button or reach a certain button because I have smaller hands, and I end up getting off center for some reason and it doesn't register because I don't feel the little tab thingy on the F button. And then I end up putting my fingers over the EDSF. And I'm like, why ain't I moving? Why I can move to the right and I can move back, but I can't move. And then I go, oh yeah, I'm not on the keys. That is the experience I have on Call of Duty in any game that's hectic. So I'm still fairly new with mouse and keyboard games. So I know people's are going to be like, just turn on controller. I was terrible at controller as well. Honestly, I'm better at mouse and keyboard. So anyways, I think that's it. I think I'm going to call it. We did a quick 1 hour banger that was supposed to be 30 minutes. So, yeah, I'm still here, still streaming, and I'll be back on Monday with an actual stream with games and all that stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do on Monday yet. We might do the brain game stuff on Monday to ease back in on streams and gaming and whatnot. If not, we might do Call of Duty campaign, because I would love that, or the Halloween games. Like I said, I really want to touch. Daniel, slow down, brain. Okay, I really want to go back and like play those games again. So, because I didn't play the second one, but the first one I want to play again, since I kind of understand it a little bit better, and then the second one I definitely want to play. So we might do that Monday as well. If not, it's going to be next week. We'll say that it's going to be next week. Let me check the calendar. Let me see what day it would make more sense. Um, I don't know. We'll see. It might be next week, but either way, variety until the end of the year for sure. Um, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll see what gets the most traction and what um everyone likes, and we'll go from there. I wouldn't, if you pop in a stream and you're like, I like that, edited content anytime, just assume no. uh Gameplay and probably until next year, assume no on that. So I can get other stuff figured out when it comes like the editing, or the like capturing the video and it not destroying my PC. So it might be stuff that I have to do off stream and then, you know, post that way. So, and that's what I kind of consider with the campaign as well, doing that off stream. I am getting off topic again. I was closing this out. What am I doing? Anyways, so yeah, I still enjoy it. I still want to come in and play some games and spend some time with everybody. So still here. No worries. Just stuff going on in IRL, in real life. I said in the eye of the IRL. So I did in real life. You know, I stuttered a little bit, I guess. So yeah, I'm excited for to get back into gaming with you guys and hanging out. So we did a little bit today. I didn't send this out to anyone though, so it's okay. It's okay. I don't know if this poll is going to stay up when I in stream. I'm not going to click the ends and vote, but yeah. So, all right. I'm going to call it. We're going to go, I'm going to go eat some chocolate covered pretzels because health. So Monday, I will see you then. Tomorrow, I'm getting Chick-fil-A. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited, guys. And yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to say this. A lot of the streamers I watch say that there's a weird lull right now in gaming, and I agree. I feel like there's not anything that's really pulling me in. Even though MLB The Show I love, or I love baseball, the game itself frustrates the crap out of me. In Call of Duty, like I said, I'm just terrible at it, and I don't like playing online, so it's just kind of rough. And I don't like multiplayer. That would probably be the big one. So I'm hoping DMZ and Warzone 2 is really good, that I can play and get used to it and all that stuff. So, but I don't know if I want to do Call of Duty full time just because of that, because I'm not great at it. So I'd love to like get into it and do it from time to time and you know, get better at it, and then I'll be like, okay, I think I can do this. Yeah. So if it gets to a point where there's too many like things going on, again, I just got on another tangent. If gets to a point where I have too many different categories going on in stream and it's screwing up analytics and stuff like that, I might just separate them, you know, and just my streams will always live here, but if I do edited content, it might be on like different channels. I just make separate channels that is all Call of Duty content or all MLB The Show content if it gets to that point, you know. We'll see. We'll reach that point. I always think way ahead. So it's all good. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in and watching the hour of nothing but me talking. That was, again, supposed to be 30 minutes. And Monday we'll be back on streams. I'm not going to go on another tangent now because I'm going to press this end button right here, and we're going to end stream right here. Thank you again for watching. Love ya. See you on Monday. Bye.